What's good, YouTube? It's your boy K-Flex. I'm back here with another video, and today we're going to talk about the Dolphins signing a punter, and we're going to talk about Cam Newton. Now, the reason we're going to talk about both of these in one video is because the Dolphins signing a punter, it's not going to take, 10 minutes to talk about the Dolphins signing a punter or that long. I'm not going to get that much into it because at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, it is a punter, and punter are people too, so I do respect punters. However, I'm not about to sit up here and talk about a punter for 15 minutes and show y'all punt highlights because that's just not what's going to happen. Because, you know why? Because we really shouldn't be punting the ball anyway. Now, let's just get into it. So, Michael Pilardi, and I'm hoping I'm saying his name right, the Panthers' former punter, is signing with the Dolphins. Now, this guy is from Florida, so he's returning home. He turned down several other offers from several other teams, including the Buffalo Bills, to sign with his hometown Miami Dolphins. I love to hear that. Anytime somebody turns down offers to sign with the Dolphins, I just love it. It gives me an adrenaline rush. I'm like, yeah, we're better than y'all. And hell, even when he turned down the Bills, when I see that he turned down the Bills, I mean, blood started rushing through my body. That was just exhilarating. I'm like, let's go. Fuck the Bills. All right. But anyways, Michael Palardy, which means obviously that Matt Haack, who is a free agent, will not be returning next year. Okay, now this news broke about 3 or 4 hours ago. Ladies and gentlemen, it was like 6 in the morning. I'm sorry, I was asleep. I wish I could have been earlier on the news, but I didn't know was signing punters at 6 a.m. So, I couldn't get the news out right when it happened, but I'm here now, right? And I just really woke up, so if I sound a little stuffed or whatever, you gotta excuse me. Okay. So how good is Michael Palardy? Well, he's I'm gonna be quite honest with you guys, and if you guys are gonna be quite honest with me, then we'd both be in the same boat where we don't pay attention to other teams' punters. Not unless it's the best punter in the league, and even in that case, I really don't pay attention to them either. Let me think of a punter that I know outside of the Dolphins. Y'all, this might be bad, but I knew Shane Leckler back in the day. I don't know if Brandon Fields is still in the league, but is Shane Leckler still in the league? Probably not. Who else I know? Isn't there a punter named Colquitt? There's a punter named... What's the punter's names? I'm not gonna lie, guys. I don't pay attention to no punter outside the Dolphins. Like, if I see their names, I know who they are. But right now, off the top of my head, I can't name 5 punters. I'm not even about to play. Like, I just... Why the f... you just punt the ball when bad things happen. Oh, I think that the Patriots have a punter named like Allen or something, Ryan Allen. I don't know. But anyways, yeah, I don't pay attention to no punters. So I had to look up statistics and things of that nature, try to figure out how good this punter is. And a lot of people been saying that this punter is even better than Matt Haack, which Matt Haack was a pretty good punter. So if I'm going to look at some of Michael Palardy's stats on Pro Football Focus, because that's pretty much what I had to look at because obviously I did not watch him punt in real life. You look at some of his stats, and you come to see, if you compare him to Matt Haack, that he has had way better seasons than Matt Haack has ever had. And let me move this up so you guys can see. So hopefully you guys can see that right there at the bottom when it says season grades. You can see you can pause the video and read some of the stats if you want to, but he has a total of 95 punts with inside the 20-yard line. 46% of his punts are returned, which those are big stats for punters. I feel like is how many of your punts are getting returned and how much of your punts are going within the 20. You know what I'm saying? I think those are huge stats. So he has that going for him. If you look at Matt Haack, he has 128 inside the 20, and his long is higher, and he has only 40% of his kicks returned. So, career-wise, stat-wise, Matt Haack seems to be the better punter. Once you look at all, again, you guys can pause the video and look at all the stats if you want to. Career-wise, Matt Haack seems to be the better punter, but it's not so much that I would get angry about it. And I'm not getting angry over no punter anyways. And if you look at the highs and the lows of it, Mike Palardy has better seasons than Matt Haack has ever had. If you go look right here, and then you're looking at his 2017-2018 season, they're better than any season that Matt Haack ever had. But Matt Haack just has more consistency because when you're looking at Pilardi's 2016-2019 season, they're worse than any season that Matt Haack has ever had. So that's the thing. You know what I'm saying? He's had way higher ceilings, and he's had lower floors. And so that's what you're looking at right there. But overall, it's not that big of a drop-off if it was one. And most people are considering this an upgrade. And this guy was wanted. Now, he didn't play last season for the Panthers due to an injury. He tore his ACL in the offseason playing basketball. He was hooping like he was with the Miami Heat and tore his ACL. But he is back. He is ready to punt. He is ready to kick, so I look forward to that. Now, that's really all the time I have to speak on a punter, okay? But shout out to us for signing him. I'm glad I was able to make this video. I am going out of town today. My plane is leaving in about 5 hours, so I gotta make sure that I get this video out, and I'm gonna be on the plane, and I hope no news breaks because I'm not gonna be able to make another video today, more than likely. Okay, now let's get to the next news. Cam Newton returning to the Patriots on a 1-year deal. Now, a 1-year, $14 million deal was obviously not crazy amount of money right now. The Patriots aren't really paying him, no groundbreaking money or game-changing money. Okay, and so he's returning to the Patriots for 1 more year. I don't really predict he'll return for another one after this, but hell, I didn't predict he would return for this one. Now, Cam Newton is, como se dice, washed, okay? He's not good no more. So, here's the thing. And I like Cam Newton. I followed Cam Newton for a long time, even when he was with the Panthers. I've seen his career, his whole career. I lived in North Carolina for a large portion of my life. So I really watched a lot of Panthers games. They were on TV every day. I seen him get drafted. I seen him change the city and how Charlotte reacted to having Cam Newton. It was beautiful, okay? I didn't like Cam Newton. Obviously, I was a Dolphins fan, so I didn't really like the Panthers when I lived there. And so I didn't really like him at all, but I respected his game. And so I seen him, his growth as a player. I've seen his MVP level years. And at this point, ladies and gentlemen, he's a complete shell of himself. I would actually root for him if he was on any team but the Patriots. Him being on the Patriots pretty much makes that impossible. But yeah, he's pretty much a shell of himself if you watch him play. And I think it goes hand in hand with the fact that he's getting older. He is 32. And he's the shoulder injuries really affected him. And he was never the most accurate to begin with, right? So he was never that accurate to begin with. He was never the best passer to begin with. Then you go add the shoulder surgery. And now he's unbearable. And then the Patriots didn't do him any favors last year when you have half the team pulling out the season for COVID reasons. Okay, you got his offensive line pulling out. You got the defense you had half the team pull out for COVID reasons. And then you have that on top of the fact that his injuries problems. He's just not the same player. And how I knew he wasn't the same player, well, I knew he wasn't the same player. I said this when they signed him. But how I definitely knew, and it confirmed to me, was last year when I watched the Patriots play and I'm watching him run these quarterback powers in the red zone and he can't even get 1 yard. I'm watching him run the ball like, he's doing direct snaps to Cam Newton, obviously, because he's the quarterback, and he's running the ball straight forward and he can't get that 1 yard on 4th and 1 anymore. That when Carolina, that was guaranteed. You feel me? Cam Newton is like 6'5". When they needed 1 yard in Carolina, Cam's gonna get you 1 yard. You're at the goal line. You know what I'm saying? You're at the 3-yard line. It's 2nd and 3. You might run the ball a couple times with Jonathan Stewart as D'Angelo Williams, but if you really need a touchdown, Cam Newton is gonna get you that touchdown. And last year in New England, I watched them run a couple of times where Cam Newton couldn't get you one at 6'5". And so that was like, that's when I really just knew, yeah, this guy's just washed at this point. Okay. With that being said, this just ensures that the Patriots are not really going to do anything next year. Now this doesn't mean they can't draft a quarterback, say Mac Jones or something like that in the draft. I wouldn't be surprised if they did pick a quarterback, or maybe one even in the later rounds. But I think that Cam Newton will be starting next year. Doesn't mean he'll only start the whole season, but he will be playing next season. Hopefully we play the Patriots very early so that we can play Cam Newton. Or honestly, I don't care when we play him. We're going to beat them. But yeah, shout out to the Patriots for re-signing Cam Newton, okay? He's like I said, I want to root for Cam Newton, believe it or not, but he is very, very washed, and he plays for the Patriots, which is the most obnoxious, worst organization in the world. Don't think I forgot how obnoxious you guys were, okay? Because I haven't. I forgot how obnoxious that Patriots fans was. They're like humble now because they suck. There's a couple of still cocky ones that have no reason to be cocky, by the way, because y'all are okay? But there are still a couple cocky ones, but a lot of them are a lot more humble now. They don't talk football no more. They talk about other stuff. Boston Celtics and shit. Like, it's nice, you know what I'm saying? But don't think I forgot that y'all are the most obnoxious weirdo fans in the world, okay? And I'm glad that you guys are suffering at this moment, okay? Now, with that being said, guys, I'm just going to go ahead and wrap the video up. Like I said, I do got to catch a flight today. Wish me luck, prayers on the flight. I'm going to Texas. I will be making videos still, though. I will be there for a week. I still will be making videos and everything. I just have to make it off my cell phone. I will not have my setup there to record on my videos like this in this format, okay? So get in the comments if you know what you guys think, though. Like, comment, subscribe. Road to 11K watch, but K flexing. I appreciate you guys for watching this video. If you made this far, I'm out.